Felzig's Classroom Workshop. Today we are going to read a story called Thumper Finds an Egg. And if you can see from my helpers today, it might give you a little clue of the activity we're going to talk about after. Alright, so Thumper finds an egg. Thumper looked around happily. The rain had finally stopped. What had the wind blown out into the open? Thumper hopped off to see. Just over the first hill, he saw a silky blue feather. Then he found a pretty pink flower. Down by the river, he spotted something blue. Sniff, sniff, it was an egg. Thumper looked up. His sisters were watching him. Giggle, giggle. "What you doin', Thumper?" Trixie asked. She had a big bushy tail and always wanted to know what was going on. "Treasure hunting," he explained. "Look what I found." The bunnies peered at the smooth blue egg. "It's pretty. What is it?" Tessie asked. She was the youngest bunny. "It's a robin's egg, silly," Thumper said. "Oh, a birdie," Daisy said excitedly. She loved making new friends. A birdie. "You need to keep it warm and happy until it hatches," Rita added. She was a smart little bunny. Rustle, rustle, the bunnies gathered grass and leaves and piled them on the egg like a soft, cozy blanket. The bunnies knew the egg needed its mama, so Trixie, Rhea, and Tessie went to find her. Hippity-hop, hippity-hop. "How will we keep it happy?" Thumper asked Daisy. He thumped his foot. "We could sing to it," Daisy offered. Thumper wasn't so sure. Daisy sang anyway. After a while, Daisy ran out of songs, but then she started dancing. She even made Thumper dance. Thumper decided the egg might like to see one of his tricks instead. He picked up the feather. Tickle, tickle. Daisy laughed and laughed and laughed. Papa Bunny hopped up. "Thumper, now what did I tell you about tickling your sisters?" "But it was to keep the egg happy," Thumper said. Just then, Trixie, Tessie, and Rhea appeared with a nest of twigs. A mama robin flew over them. Thumper placed the egg in the nest. The mama robin covered it with her wing. Crackle, crackle. Soon a baby bird popped out of the shell. Are you my little baby bird? Are you my little nest? Yes. You have a nest and you're my little bird. Thumper gave Daisy the flower he'd found earlier. "Thanks for helping me keep the egg happy." "It was fun," she said. "Plus, I learned a new trick." Then she began to tickle her brother. The end. So that was a cute little story about Thumper finding an egg. Well, today, what we thought would be kind of fun, since spring is out and it's a beautiful day, we thought that maybe you might want to go for a little bit of a walk outside and to be looking for some materials that you might be able to make your very own bird's nest. We found a bird's nest in an abandoned tree, and the nest had been abandoned for a long time. So we just brought it in to see and to give us some ideas, but it was covered in moss and lots of things. So we went out for a little bit of a walk and we gathered some moss ourselves, and we're going to kind of show you today how you might make an egg. This project can be a little tickly on your feet or a little messy, so you might want a pair of gloves. If you don't have any gloves, you can use a plastic bag or some sandwich bags around your hands. So we're going to do this. And another one. And we're going to do this one here. She can get her nose off. We'll leave it right there. And Anna's got hers and hers. And then what you can do is you can get a rubber band and rubber band around it. Or I just happen to have some clips really quick. So I'm going going to just clip theirs up. You could tape it, you could tie it, whatever. And you don't have to have gloves, but sometimes when you're working with moss and sticks, it's a little bit prickly. Is that one good, or do you want it tighter? Yeah. All right, how's that? Is that good?
Yeah.
Would you like yours clipped, Chloe? Okay. So, let's get our gloves on. We'll get all set. Chloe's hands are a little bit larger. She might need the more gallon size bags. Is that going to be okay? Or do you want bigger? Bigger. So I did bring, where did that go? I had it somewhere. Oh, here it is. I did bring a gallon, so maybe she's going to want to put on the larger bags. I'm going to let you get those on, Chloe, for a minute, and then I'll, okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to go outside and you're going to find some moss. You're going to gather some little sticks. You can grab some string, you can grab some ribbon, some yarn, because we know in Bird's Nest we find all kinds of things. And what you're going to do is gather those materials, and then you're going to put them into the shape of a bird's nest. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this, and we're going to kind of, and it does make a little bit of mess, so it's a good idea to put some paper down, but you're just going to kind of clump it into a round shape. Another fun thing to do, if you happen to have some Spanish moss, or you can order some, we got ours off of Amazon. Dollar Tree carries it, lots of different places. If you do happen to have some Spanish moss, it also works as a good nest. Did you want to try to make some of yours with that, Anna? Yeah. Okay. So you just pull out. Oh, there's some scissors. Okay, so you just kind of pull out and then make your shape. What would you like to use, Chloe? You want some of the moss that we found? And you can find moss in different stages. So we have some more that's dried out that we can use to kind of tuck in there, or on the other. So you're just going to kind of work with it a little bit. Push it down, make it into that shape that you want, and make your little bird's nest. Maybe find some of the little sticks and poke them in there. Add them around how you want.
You can also use two different kinds if you have two different kinds.
So you're just going to kind of clump it down in there. You form it into your hands. As we know about bird's nests, they are not a perfect shape. If you want to build one together, someone can kind of hold it, like I'm going to hold it here for Chloe, and she can kind of push it down, like so. Maybe make a little small one. Now, the fun thing about this is you can have it just like it is, and you can put it into a jar or a container, or you can use some spray adhesive to sort of spray and keep it together. Do you want me to spray yours a little bit? So you can kind of spray it, maybe have your parents help, some glue. This will kind of help it hold its shape as you're working with it. Would you like some too, Anna?
Yeah.
But you don't have to use the spray adhesive at all. It just is an extra thing to kind of help it hold its shape. And then maybe you have some little plastic eggs laying around that you can tuck into your nest. You can get as creative as you want with this. But you're just going to keep shaping it, keep holding it, firm it, and add your little sticks and your yarn. Oh, that's turning out very nice. When you're all done too, if you want, you can seal it with this crystal clear acrylic coating, and that will really protect it, kind of keep it for the long run. So when you're done, I'll shape that. Do you want to hold yours up a little bit and show what you've got so far, Anna, so they can see it on camera? Can you hold it way up high? So here's Anna's little nest. Do you want to hold yours up, Chloe? Here's Chloe's. So as you can see, all kinds of fun, and it just comes from everything that you have outside. So boys and girls, we hope that you enjoyed this quick little story and this little video on how to make a bird's nest. All right, take care. We'll see you. Bye.